To celebrate the centennial this season, the Toronto Star has compiled some of the best stories from their archives in this book. It's called 100 Years in Blue and White, a century of hockey in Toronto. Here to share some of the stories, please welcome Damien Cox. It's so good to see you.
Oh, I get a clap.
You get a clap. Thank you for getting up so early. Okay, let's talk about, first of all, I don't want to say it. I'm going to let you say it. I'm going to pitch it like this. It will be hard to believe that the Leafs have gone through more iterations and name changes than Snoop Dogg or Diddy or Prince.
Well, I don't know about all that, but I do know that in this fine book there's a story about how the Leafs actually began as the Montreal Canadiens.
Yay!
It's true, because I'll give you the quick history, and that is there used to be a league before the NHL. It was called the NHA. Follow me here. There was a team in that called the Montreal Canadiens. The Montreal Canadiens, though, name was owned by somebody else. So they gave a franchise to that guy. They took the original Montreal Canadiens and they sold them to a team in Toronto, and they became the Blue Shirts, then the Arenas and the St. Patrick's, and finally the Toronto Maple Leafs.
What terrible!
So
blue
they began.
Shirts?
Yes.
How many people sat at a round table to come up with a blue shirt?
Well, it's Maple Leafs.
Well, at least it's Canadian. And what was the arena?
So it went.
What does that even mean? We're the arena.
What was the old Mutual Street arena, and they were called the Toronto Arenas, and then they became the St. Patrick's.
What's with the St. Patrick's?
Well, I can't go through it. How much time have we got?
Terrible
Like name
names.
by name?
Okay,
Anyway, it's true.
Settled on the Maple
so
Leafs.
your Toronto Maple Leafs are actually descendants of the Montreal Canadiens.
Please send all of your hate tweets to @DamienSpin. Although you're privatizing your Twitter, that's very smart. Okay, let's talk about Bill Barocco and what and how he fits into the history.
Well, and this book is filled with a lot of great writers and who have written through the years for the Toronto Star. So it's a history of the Star and of the Leafs. And part of the story of the Leafs is they are very much a part of popular culture. In 1951, with this picture right here, Bill Barocco scored the winning goal. Well, why does that matter? Well, of course, that spawned all kinds of stories and songs, including the great one, 50 Mission Cap by the Tragically Hip. And then yesterday you saw Gord Downie being honored for his work in writing about residential schools. So the Leafs, popular culture, it all kind of comes together, and that's a lot what this team's about.
And of course, you lend your own thoughts into the future of all things Leafs with all the young guns in play.
There's Gord Downie.
Oh, there he is yesterday.
Yeah.
It was
He's
such
very
an
emotional.
Yeah.
What a guy.
And so deserving, too. Incredible man, with such a battle ahead of him, too, and still finding so much strength to make a difference.
So he wrote about Bill Barocco, and that's what, among so many other things, and that's what makes it important. So,
okay. I need your final thoughts. Where do we stand as a young team that seems to be getting it together?
Better.
No false hope this time? Might actually get us to the cup?
I didn't say that, but things are as stable as they've been from top to bottom in this organization since I've been watching them. That's got to be good for Leaf fans.
Very diplomatic of you, Mr. Damien Cox. For more information, breakfasttelevision.ca. You can pick this up pretty much anywhere. I love all the pictures, and I love that it's a quick, easy read.
It's Christmas gift, right? You wrap a little bow around it.
Or are you fancy like that? Do you Martha Stewart it yourself? A little bow? Love Damien. I mean, a little, like a decoupage or something? Yeah, he asked me if this was
Is this gold lame?
I'm like, Damien, what happened to you? Do you want to do our fashion segment? You're a man of many talents, Damien. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Cav, over to you. He's a fashion consultant now. He likes the cape, by the way.
I do.
Hey, Damien.
Yeah.
Could you do me a favor and just write on that book, to Dina, Merry Christmas, love Kevin.
Oh, it's so classy. It's like a Hallmark moment when he does these things.
It's more than he does most years.
It is. It is.
You know him well.
Oh, no, I get to clap.
He called you out, Kev.
All right, thanks, guys.
Hey, Kevin.
You can stay, Damien.